My name is Diana Kaminskita, and today I'll be talking about organizational behavior. So, P1 is asking to analyze how organizations, culture, politics, and power can influence individual and team behavior and performance. First of all, let's talk about organizational culture. What it is. It is a system which is composed of shared assumptions, values, and beliefs that contribute to unique social and physiological environment of an organization. There is written and unwritten custom organizational rules that was developed over the time for employees to follow. It is also called corporate culture, which shows how organization manages its business. According to Wagner 2005, organizational culture is the employee's understanding on organization's life cycle, which creates a bond between the employees. This affects their idea about themselves and the work they do, which means that all employees are aware on how the business is conducting within an organization, which will lead the individual and team behavior and performance for higher efficiency. Xeniko and Simosi 2006 said that employees' performance is directly affected by adoptive cultural orientations and achievements. If employees will not adopt organizational culture the way it is orientated, both team and individual behavior and performance will not be efficient and effective. What is power? Power is the ability to influence others. It indicates the capacity to affect and control the behavior of other person. There is different source of power. According to French and Raven, a manager derives power from 5 sources, which is reward power, coercive power, legitimate power, referent power, and expert power. Reward power, which is based on rewarding employee or a team for their achievements, performance, which would motivate employees from the beginning to complete the task, or in the long term, they will be motivated to perform well in order to be rewarded. The second one is coercive power. It is based on force. The manager's ability to force an employee to do the task by threatening them to possibly lose their jobs, which will frighten the employees to lose their job, that might force them to complete the task. However, that doesn't mean they will perform well. Legitimate power, which is mutual, managers and employees agreement. If the manager has legitimate position, that's actually the position that gives manager a power, and their employees would follow him or her, which means it will benefit companies, the employees and teams, as they would listen to the manager and would follow his lead. As well as another one with referent power is the leader's ability to influence their employees in a way of doing tasks the way employee thinks that leader would do. That is a good way of empowering employees in the work environment, which will make employee think that the manager would probably do this in that way, which means I need to do the same way. Hence, the manager should be leading, following good intentions. The last one is an expert power, which is based on knowledge and power. When the manager has information to fulfill employees' needs. In this organizational power, employees must trust their leader and the accuracy and correctness of the information that the leader provides, as well as it must be useful to employees, so that they would actually consider the manager as an expert and would follow the lead in order to perform well and achieve company's objectives. What is politics? It is a destructive force. If redistributed effectively, it might help organization to meet its strategic objectives and fulfill companies' values, particularly during organizational change. Organizational politics, it is a range of different activities associated with the way influence tactics are used to improve personal or organizational interests. Individuals with political skills are more often to gain a power over others. According to Godfrey Jones and Lord 1986, political behavior in an organization includes self-promotion as well as ingratiation. Sometimes executives think political moves are suspicious and they will try to keep clear of those kind of activities. However, it's very important to acknowledge that sometimes from the first look suspicious activities could actually be for the welfare of the company and its employees. The executive must understand the source of political capital and equipped with a strong vision of political landscape in order to be comfortable in the position. If the business conducted by the person who has a strong political knowledge, then he or she could gain a power over the employees, as they would be sure that the person who runs the company is an expert. And the jobs are safe, so individual and team performance should be effective and behavior should not suffer as they are confident about their job. In conclusion, we can see that organizational culture, politics, and power can influence individual and team behavior in various ways. It is very important how to conduct the business. Workforce environment, right managers and leaders to manage people in order to become a successful organization. Let's get on to P2, which is asking to evaluate how content and process theories of motivation and motivational techniques enable effective achievement of goals in an organizational context. It is very important to motivate organizations' employees in order for them to be as efficient and effective in achieving organizational goals. There are various motivational theories, such as Maslow's hierarchy of needs. This psychological theory consists of 5-tier model of human needs, which is often described as hierarchical levels in the pyramid and consists of physiological, safety, love, and belonging, esteem, and self-actualization needs. The lower needs must be satisfied first in order to achieve the higher needs. Once the person fulfills one of the levels of the needs, they are usually motivated to go upwards to fulfill the rest of the needs. And once it's all fulfilled, the person will be happy, productive, and efficient in his life and workplace. For example, let's take Tesco. For employees to be in good physiological condition, they need food, water, and rest, which means that they need to have tea breaks, lunch breaks, rest. The safety must be met. They must feel secure and safe that nothing will happen to them in the workplace in order to meet belongingness and love needs. As people don't just come to work for work. They like to As people don't just come to work and to earn money, they like to socialize, make friends, have someone they can talk to. So in this case, Tesco could be doing days out with the staff, could be doing Christmas parties or different kind of events for employees. In fulfilling self-esteem needs, Tesco, we need to recognize employee for the work and achievement, and then finally self-actualization. This is very important to meet the basic physiological and safety needs in order to go upwards. Happy and motivated workers is more effective and efficient. Unmotivated and unhappy employee is ineffective and inefficient and might not meet organizational goals. Another theory is the theory X and Y by Douglas McGregor. It is very important to know what motivates your team in order to decide what management style to choose. Theory X assumes that if your employees do not like their work, they are unmotivated, you would more likely to use an authoritarian management style, where you would need to control and manage them to ensure they'll complete the task. However, if the manager trusts his team and believes that the people cares what they do and they try to do the best they can, the manager would more likely to choose participative management style, which is called Theory Y. By using this approach, employees will have more freedom and ownership of their work, as they show that they can be efficient and effective by themselves. If we take Tesco, and the manager identifies that some works as an X, then you must control, strictly supervise and monitor them. However, that might not motivate them to do the better job. They might still not perform better, as they will be unmotivated and just work for money without trying to achieve something to be recognized, like the people who are treated like in Theory Y, where they are motivated and recognized and trusted to do their jobs under their own supervision. Another theory is Herzberg motivator hygiene theory. This theory highlights that if you eliminate dissatisfaction, which is also called hygiene factors, in the workplace, that doesn't mean that the person will be satisfied. Or the other way around, if you try to satisfy an employee without eliminating the dissatisfactions, that will not help. In other words, if the manager wants employee to be happy, safe and perform as efficient and effective, achieving company's goals, first of all, he must adopt two-stage process in order to motivate employees, which is eliminating dissatisfaction employees are expecting and experiencing, and then to help them find satisfaction in their work. Hygiene factors could be poor, unsupportive supervision, low wages, insecure workplace, poor company policies. Once it's fixed, now the manager must create a job satisfaction, which could be to provide employee with opportunities for achievement, training, recognizing their contributions and rewarding it. When hygiene factors are removed, which can cause lack of motivation for performance and effectiveness in achieving company's goals, and satisfaction factors are in place, employees will be more effective and efficient. They will be motivated to perform well, and they'll be willing to do it, as they would know that their contribution for this company will be recognized. In Tesco, we will take a supervision. He has been recognized for work he has done and personal growth in the company. But if he feels that this salary is not higher than a simple worker salary, and he has more responsibilities now, he has more tasks to do, and the salary is not higher than an ordinary worker's, which might make him feel unmotivated. However, if the simple worker has been recognized for his or her hard work, and him or her have been promoted to supervisor, the salary has been increased as a reward for the hard work and contributions. This supervisor will be more motivated to perform even better, to learn and be as much effective and efficient, with maybe a vision in the future to become a manager. All these theories are important in enabling effective achievement of goals in an organizational context, such as productivity and work performance. However, combining all of the theories and applying in the most efficient way would lead the organization employees to be the most effective workforce. Thank you for listening. I hope I've answered all the questions. Thank you.